ninth quarter student, which is really weird to say. Really weird to say. It feels like yesterday that I just started. It goes by like that. But at the age of 12, I decided to become a chiropractor. Nobody in my family is a chiropractor. Just really resonated with me. Loved going, great place to be. The chiropractors were fantastic. It's what I always wanted to do. And it really climaxed for me when I came to Life Leadership Weekend. Every time it comes around, every single quarter, I get excited. It brings me back to the Friday night speech with Dr. Plasker. It's actually going on right now. And I remember after that speech, I came home and I was shaking. I was shaking in my hotel room because I was so excited to attend Life University. And that all led up to this moment. Everything here. I'm so honored to be here with you guys. Thank you for letting me share this stage. But this past week, I came back from Peru. Group of 10 of myself went to Peru to serve Peruvians through chiropractic. And that was a picture that I took on top of Machu Picchu. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So 10 of us, we went to Peru to really gain an understanding of what it's like to be a chiropractor. We learn about it in school, we learn the philosophy. We're taught what it is to be successful, the things that it takes to be a successful chiropractor, how to develop these things, how to develop our heart, how to develop our mindset, how to speak chiropractic to people so they come in our office. But this opportunity gave us the chance to really put it from our heart, or from our head into our heart. 10 of us on a common mission to serve thousands of Peruvians. We got to serve some of the most beautiful people I've ever met. I think we saw over 3,500 people. The woman in the bottom left corner, or bottom right corner, she was so scared to get adjusted. She was literally shaking like this on my table. Her legs were 2 inches short, no joke. I've never seen that. I set up on an Atlas, just set up. Dr. Riekman, I just set up, I promise. No, I'm just kidding. I toggled her Atlas. I checked her feet. She stopped shaking, and her feet were balanced. A few different women told me I have the hands of God. Sarah got to adjust a 1-year-old that pooped in her lap. Parents coming to get adjusted by us, traveling hours and hours, both get adjusted, walk away with their child. No. I would love to see your child. Okay, here they are. Their pride and joy. Some of these people have nothing. They were coming in with cardboard on their feet, tied to the bottom with strings. They were putting their faith and their trust in us because we had something different. We were doctors from the United States. We traveled thousands of miles, spent thousands upon thousands of dollars, spent hundreds of hours of preparation to just change a few people's lives. I finally get it. I think it was the thing we all needed to really step into the presence and the authority of what it means to be a doctor of chiropractic. I can fully say that I can embrace being Dr. David Lutz now. And this culture, so vibrant. How many times do you see a woman at the grocery store with a colorful blanket holding a little baby in their back? Not very often. It's amazing. Sarah and I said it the whole time we were there. We're like, where are all the babies in the United States? Seriously, where are they all at? I think moms literally sit in their house and they're like, oh, we can't go out in the environment. Like, the environment's so scary, we just gotta keep them in here. And then you see them 5 years down the road just because they were in the house the whole time. But literally, babies were everywhere. It's amazing. And you'd also think that these people are joking. They're joking around with all the colors that they're wearing. It's like an act. But it's just who they are. If you went to Peru and saw, I'm sure some of you have been, went to Peru and saw, awesome, saw all the vibrancy in the nature, it makes so much sense why they wear such vibrant colors. They're so connected to the earth. They're so connected to themselves. Even though some of them have nothing, they have everything. Yet we strive in our country to have the nice cars, the nice house. That these people are happy with the dirt floor and friends around them. I think we can learn a lot from people like this. And it happened actually right before I left. Dr. LaMarche reached out to me and he said, there's this doc that we spoke at an 8 Enterprise. They flew me in, I spoke, and he's coming to Life University. Can you help them put on this event? I said, awesome. Dr. Horkey, along with Dr. Cohen, are going to be speaking at Life in November. And Dr. Horkey has, I believe, multiple practices in Singapore and Indonesia. Connected, sent me his book. I literally got it the day before I left. And he talked about his travel experience and how traveling puts you outside of your comfort zone for growth. And he goes over all these stories of going through Borneo Island, hunting for tarantulas in the middle of the night with indigenous people and putting yourself out of the comfort zone and the growth that you're experiencing. And some people might think that it's a coincidence that I received this book right before I left. But I know it happened on purpose. The energy of this book and the energy of my trip coincided to help me realize what it's really like to step outside of my comfort zone and become the person I'm meant to be. I'm sure all of us have experienced that. And then Machu Picchu. Has anybody ever been there before? Awesome. Just look at that place. A city forged out of stones that aren't even from there, built into the bedrock of a mountain. At the top of the mountain, you can't see it from here. 3 feet below the dirt is white sand from the coast. And the Incans brought that sand for thousands of kilometers because they knew the glacier they looked out fed their life. The spirituality is palpable at this place. I'm sure you can feel it from this photo. It's getting the chills just looking at it. But there's hundreds of kilometers of different trails up to Machu Picchu, and it all peaks at the Sun Gate. Rugged trails, up mountains, down valleys, until you get to the Sun Gate, the place where you can see Machu Picchu. We can all relate to that, to the world that we live in, right? Within chiropractic, we've gone up mountains, gone into valleys, experienced the hardships, yet our world is starting to enlighten. We're starting to get it. And we're getting towards that Sun Gate until we can see that amazing spiritual place of Machu Picchu, the place of spirituality and enlightenment. Chiropractic is the answer that's going to bring us to that place. I know in my heart. I'm convicted. All the legends in this room, all the chiropractors, and all the students that stand by me, we're the future. Chiropractic is in good hands, I promise you that.